Hi and welcome back to Katie's Corner in Space. You already made it through week 24, so a few more days probably weren't so bad. But hey, I'm using that and the fact that I'm on my way to yet another goal to spoil you and quite frankly myself with some more clips from some of my favorite people in the world. And there are a few I've been holding on to a bit longer than I like, so I'm very excited to put them together for you after all the insane news out of Comic-Con about the added cast. So I thought we'd get back to basics, some time with Diana Gabaldon and some tours from our actors. But I'm just letting you know now, spoilers could be peppered throughout the video if you're sharp-eyed. That just happens with behind-the-scenes content and occasionally interviews, you know? But nothing big like the reveal of Malva's killer or anything like that. You could find out Marcelly really likes beets though. First off, we're going to start with the creator of all herself, Diana, and her part in the creation of the 7th season. They do show me the episodes as they're sampled, so I've seen the first 6 episodes and those are fabulous. One particular thing that fans have not yet seen but they will definitely enjoy is the new actor who's playing Jamie's son, William, a lovely young Canadian named Charles Vanderbilt. Charles is an extremely charming young man and a fine actor, and he does actually look like he could be the son of Sam Heughan and Hannah James. Which is something I think we've all agreed upon. I mean, look at the guy. I do love the casting on this show. But when it comes to any news on season 8, all she could say was, it's definitely in talks, as they say. So as of yet, no news on that front, but it could be coming soon. However, while we are trying to fill our Droughtlander days, might I suggest a bit of poetry? Or at the very least, a short story inspired by Emily Bronte. Katrina Balfe took a little time away from her part in Outlander as Claire Fraser to share what she calls a haunting piece of poetry with the listeners of BBC Radio 4. And you'll find the link below because of that pesky copyright thing I attempt to avoid infringing upon. I highly recommend The Poet and the Echo. You'll find the links below. And now that I've said my bit, it's time for clips from Diana and some of the cast and a few more fun moments from Comic-Con.
What is one thing you can't live without? Well, 50-50. It's either my husband or Diet Coke. You know, good luck, I can have them both. And so far I have seen my books sold as fiction, literary fiction, science fiction, military fiction, fantasy, mystery, romance, LGBTQ fiction, and horror. This is true. I actually beat George R.R. Martin for a Quill Award in fantasy, science fiction, and horror category. So I'll take that one.
But you also wrote some episodes, and
did,
how was that writing for screen as opposed to writing the book?
Yeah. Well, now writing episodes scripts is actually dead easy compared to writing a book because you guys are doing all the work.
I mean, a wonderful cast, I think, do an amazing job as well.
Have any of your characters started out as heroes and surprisingly turned into villains? Same person can look very much like a hero or a villain, depending on the situation in which you place them and the way in which they respond to that.
Well, you know, my perspective is a little different because I do get to see all the filming because they send me the dailies. I kind of judge how things are going by the number of times either Sam or Katrina says fuck.
Okay, when you started writing the series, you said you fought with Claire for a few pages and then she took over telling the story. Does she still fight with you or has she become more cooperative over the course of the books? No, well, I quit fighting with her, let's put it that way.
Who says it more, myself or Katrina?
Her, yes.
Yeah, you're right. I would have said that, yeah.
Will the mystery of Jamie's ghost ever be solved? Yes. What is your favorite part about releasing a new book? I mean, there's this sense of exquisite relief that it's done, you know. It is actually like delivering a rather large baby, only slightly less painful. Does anyone know how the series ends? Well, I don't know, are you counting me or not? I'd have to say, if you do mean me, I'd have to say yes and no. I mean, I do know what the final scene is, but I don't know how we get there, no.
I promise nothing, but if we should get a season 8, I'll see what I can do about Murtaugh's ghost.
Oh! You heard it here!
Hello there. Now, I know it looks like I'm outside, but in fact, we are here in the studio on A stage at Wk Studios. This is the interior of the big house.
Hi guys, I'm Lyle and I play Marcelly, and I'm gonna show you my crib if you want to come inside. I designed the whole place myself, so.
When we shoot our interiors, this is where we go, in the studios on A stage. So let me show you, come away in to Jamie Fraser's, the big house. As you can see, we're in the hallway here.
Come on in. We've got, first of all, the very necessary 4-poster bed in which Germain was conceived.
These stairs are one of my favorites. I love running up and down them. Let me show you. Very steep. They don't actually go anywhere. It stops at that door.
This is my really weird little fake baby. It's a bit odd. It's quite heavy actually. Oh my god. I don't think this is how you're meant to hold a baby. Woohoo!
This is where Jamie lifted the carpet, and that's where they kept the weapons. But actually, if you look, there's no trapdoor. That was all faked.
We've got wool here, which Marcelly, as we know, probably has made all of her clothing. Thank you, props. I myself don't know how to knit.
Come in here to the dining room. This is where we have many meals. Brianna introduced us to a new invention, the matches, which really wasn't a very good idea, as we all know.
And in here, the kitchen really is the place to be. And so today I'll be making some apple pie with some sweet potato and some carrot. That's what we'd eat. Cabbage as well. But normally you do get really good food. They'll always make really good cheese.
But come in here, it's one of my other favourite rooms. I love the colour. It was shot to pieces, as you can see. There's still gunshots in the wall there. And we come through the side door here, and we are in the breezeway, which on the real location is very, very breezy. As you can see when you're in the studio, it's not, it's pretty hot. But I love all the wee props we have here.
That make this world so much more intricate than I think a lot of other shows. And this whole room is a proper house. It's an absolute real place. It's amazing.
The kitchen, it's a really beautiful location. You can almost smell all of the cooking ingredients here. We sometimes have the fire burning here, which isn't a real fire, it's gas. And obviously behind it, we have all the crew. This is where they keep all the props. They obviously work very hard, these crew members, or hardly working.
To be on the Outlander set when they are so intricate and beautifully designed, there's no way that you can get into character. Everything is so detailed, up from like the wax candles, every book is real, and it's just detail from every department.
And through these double doors is somewhere where I'm not normally allowed to go. Here we are, here's the surgery, where Claire has created penicillin, and then she's using ether. But there you have it, the big house on Fraser's Ridge.
Of course, now the hunt begins again for more fun info to share. But until next week comes along, please let yourself be heard in the channel poll concerning upcoming content. And while you contemplate the many choices ahead, please check out some of these videos, and I'll see you there.